Hello, RWB Porsche files. So we have a car here called Jennabelle. It sold for $100,000. It's a 95993, and it had like 135,000 kilometers or no miles on it. That seems weird to me. You know, granted the thing's modified like heck. Well, I guess these body kits are expensive, but and then it's got all new suspension and stuff. But I just don't know if I would ever spend 135 grand or 100 grand on a car with that many miles. Well, I don't know. Not an issue. I don't have that kind of money anyways, but I can afford this. So, this is a brand I've never heard of called SF. And absolutely nothing at all there, but at least some English over here. 14 and up, recyclable packaging, no licensing, of course. Alright, well, let's open this thing. Oh boy. I think I'd be strong enough to tear through tape, but apparently not. It's pretty funky foil cardboard. It's got this, you know, it's like heat foil. It's literally stamped. I can feel that texture. So nice. And it's not too wasteful, I guess. Now, this does have the plastic case, and it's not a crazy thick acrylic one, so it's a cheap case, and I think that's why the model costs less than some other resin cars. And that's the way I like it. I don't need to have elaborate packaging. I just want a cool model. So the pictures has gold wheels, then later some sort of black wheels. Maybe those wheels are really expensive too. Tape, come on. This is a loose cover, by the way. Let's just take a quick look here, compare it to some photos. I will say this looks like just a normal red, but this is clearly a dark metallic maroon. But at least it has gold wheels, multi-spokes, like BBS style wheels. It does have the 38, but it doesn't have the Jennabelle being so short. And it's got the double-decker wing. Alright. Taillights are not quite the same. There's a lot of orange or so yellow on these taillights. But I'm going to guess this mold is probably used for other liveries. So they can only have one type of taillight, probably. Oh, well, it's got some sort of metallized. That's quite cool to the touch. That might actually be, yeah, I think there's a solid piece of brass, and it's etched away. And so it tells you what it is, which is nice, a 993. And there's around 500 of this colorway here. Alright, let's start at the front. So yeah, nice metallic red. And some sort of decal. Oh, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but yeah, that's on the front end of the car. There seems to be maybe a tow hook there. It's red though, so it's kind of hard to see, but it is hollow there. And some sort of inserted grill there. Here I can't tell. I think it was just deep, but no grill texture. That's fine. It looks black. Maybe it is painted black in there. I think it is. Boy, hold on. Let's see if this ball vise helps the review process. I don't know for sure, but at least something's a little more stable. The camera's on a spring boom, so it tends to wobble a lot. Alright, right now I'm not touching either, so this looks good. So yeah, those metal etchings there in the center of the wheels, you can see some lug nut details, the center cap, the spokes are quite thin, and then you can see the wheel itself is very, very shiny. I don't know if it's metal or just, I think it's probably chromed plastic. I'm going to get a flashlight, let's see if there's anything behind. Unfortunately no brake calipers, it's just black back there, so that's too bad. Alright, the door handle there, it's good enough. Some, depression above and below for your fingers to grab. The 38 here, that decal is on the surface, unfortunately. Hopefully it won't peel off in the future. And then we have some hand-painted silver. Or are these glue marks? Oh, never mind. Don't pick at it. I think these are literally photo etched pieces of metal glued into these things to represent the rivets or the body screws that are holding this wide body kit on. Yeah, from that angle I thought it was glue only or silver paint, but I think it's literally a piece of metal. See this one right here. Unfortunately, the thing is so glossy, my camera's going crazy trying to figure out what it's looking at. Some sort of residue. Maybe decal residue? Yeah, we'll come. Hold on. Yeah, pleasantly, I can polish that out. Little cotton thing. Alright. Hopefully, you can see that it looks like a perfectly round metal object. It's not in here. I think even the middle of it has a etching, like a circular etching. So that's crazy, really, if you think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 on each set. So someone had to put 30 of these things onto this thing. So that's why these models cost a lot. They're handmade. It would take me for a long time to make this thing. Alright, well, sorry I'm jumping around, but the tires here, unfortunately, they're very crushed, but it probably would never roll anyways. Resin models are going for detail, not toy playability. The tires are rounded, so they look like they're holding air. This funky attachment, a little extra wing. I guess it's probably a separate part. I don't know. Maybe it is. Actually, the paint looks like maybe it is the same plastic as the rest. The separate mirrors here, they're painted just as well as the rest of the body, and they have a reflective sticker, as you can see it reflecting the fender right now. I move the camera. Alright, so the side windows here are perfectly flat, no extra molding. The black is on the inside surface, and super thin packaging, so you can see right through, nice and clear. Yeah. Moving to the front. Well, actually, no. We got this little, I don't know, barge board, I guess, or winglet of some sort, and it's very thin. I wouldn't doubt that that's a piece of metal painted black. Same with up here. It's just too thin to be plastic, I think. And then I think that, yep, this is a piece of stainless steel, literally reflecting the toothpick right now. And I guess that's supposed to represent a running light or possibly the turn signal. The clear lens here feels pretty smooth, but there's some sort of stuff going on behind there. It looks like a light bulb right there. Yeah, so there's a light bucket back there. Yeah, this one's smoother. I think there's some residual glue here, maybe. I'll have to Q-tip that off later. Okay, Porsche badge. That looks alright. I'm going to try to zoom in on that. I'm at 4 times magnification. It's indicative of a Porsche thing. Now you can see that tow hook better. Now that's not wobbling. And what's going on here? Some Pirelli or something? Yeah, there's a Pirelli decal. Unfortunately, it's a little crooked. And then what's going on there? Some depth. It's very dark. I think it's just depth and shadow or something. The wiper blades are very, very thin, and they are etched away to look like real wiper blades. They are perpendicular to the windscreen as well, and parallel to each other, so that's really cool. Very, very neat. So there's that raw welt decal on the windscreen, and the black again is on the inside surface, it seems. Hopefully this window will not pop off in the future. It's not, the curvature, it is curved for sure, so it's under tension. Oh well, let's hope for the best. You can just see how nice and shiny this paint is. There's a square LED above us, and look at that reflection. You know, some orange peel, but not much. I am magnified again. Let me back out. There, now I'm not magnified, so it's nice. It's really nice, this paint job. Okay, let's go around to this side and go back in. Yeah, those little rivet marks. The wheels again look pretty good. There's some, oh, there is a decal there. It's, yeah, that's the L part. Maybe that Jenna, I don't know if it's there or not. This side, Possibly. Something that, yeah, it does look like Enna, so there probably is a Jennabelle decal there. It's just hidden away by this little canard thing. So that's really impressive. Alright, so moving on. There's a little black paint underneath this little wing here on the fender. A little dust, I think. Yeah, a Pirelli thing there. So yeah, the this yellow corners here don't match the photos, but again, I'm pretty sure this plastic is shared with other liveries. It's nice that there's a license plate. That's cool. And then, well, what's going on here? This seems odd. This is a nice tailpipe, very thin. But why is this one so thick? It's like a totally different tailpipe. Ah, man, I don't know. I gotta look back at the photos. Now, they're supposed to be equal tailpipes, so I don't know what the heck might happen there. Why would someone put such weirdly different tailpipes on? Unfortunately, there's also, I think, either paint missing or a stain right there, but at least it's on the bottom area. The taillights are nice, though. Pretty thick plastic, some silver paint out here, but yeah, there's some depth to this. You can see the shadow, see? Move on the back surface, so that's cool. I wonder if this comes off. It is a separate piece, but I think it's glued down. Okay, so yeah, this wing, we have this upper section painted in black. And then, let's see here. So nice decal work here. Yeah, okay. Los Angeles, RWB LA. And then some texturing over that vent. And then some more sponsorship stuff. Unfortunately, it's got these defroster lines, which are silly. They're just way too thick. You can't see anything through that window because the defroster lines are there. You can't really see defroster lines on real cars, so I don't know why model companies put them on. It's a waste of paint. Alright, let's see if we can look into this interior. Well, it's got a hollow steering wheel. Well, I gotta turn up the light here. Yeah, it's pointed drastically high. The seat backs there seem okay. There's no decals for an instrument cluster, though. It's just a blank panel there. Door panel details, some grooves. I think there's some red for a seatbelt there. Yeah, some sort of seatbelt indication or the buckle indication. Boy, I gotta turn this down now. Nope. Trying to find the proper LED output here, but this flashlight jumps from a little to a lot, it seems. Okay, so now you can see better. There are Recaro seats and the harnesses there. I think it actually has back seats too. There's some ribbing there horizontally on the back seats. You can see all the dust now. I can't really see that dust with the naked eye. It's just this flashlight's so bright. Yeah, some molded detail there in the dashboard, but unfortunately, no instruments. No foot pedals I can see either, but I guess that's fine. I mean, this is a shortened interior, so here's my. Hold on here. Let me just show size comparison. This is my thumb, right? So my thumb is as big as this entire interior, so I think it's pretty good for what it is. Okay, so here's a little egg car of the Rough Rhythm Royal Ocean or something. Anyways, this is a cool livery with all these koi fish or whatever, carp on it. And it also has an interior. I do feel like maybe that is better. Because it has a brake system, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. Could be worse though. This is a UN car by Furuya. I haven't seen either of these come out and do anything else again. But this has no interior at all. Just blanked off. And I don't think there's a brake system in these. I still like it. It's just not as good as those. And it also seems bigger. Maybe it's the same. Okay, so now this is a VIP scale model of a 993 as well. And this is what I'm not a fan of. The super expensive cases. It's just unnecessary. I'm happier with these. In fact, with these Q cars, I almost feel like that someone should design a smaller case. Like, chop off that much. Or even make it a half, because then I could collect more of them. I'm basically collecting out of air with all these boxes, and it's limiting my ability to purchase more models because I don't have anywhere to put all these boxes, even the model in the box. So yeah, that's why I don't like packaging so much. It reduces my ability to collect. Okay, well anyways, there's a mess load more of Porsches in deformed shape, choro-q and other brands and whatever. So I just wanted to show the resins today. Ah, boy, if you guys decide to get this, please let me know if your tailpipes are just as messed up as mine, or maybe mine's just a fluke. I just don't even understand how there would be two tailpipes that look so different in the same bin. Right? It's like literally maybe they're making a different model kit at the same time, and one of these exhausts fell into that bin. It's just weird. Other than that, though, it's well done. I think quality control. Other than that exhaust tip, the paint finish is nice. I guess the defroster lines could have been, omitted, but there's a lot of parts. Those rivets on the fender, that's just astounding. How many parts there are on this thing. The wiper blades are so well done. The tow hook, these little canards. Oh, there's even a decal on that front canard. I didn't see it. It's so small. And the license plate is really great to see as well. Yeah, it's really good. And I'm not even too concerned about the lack of instrument gauges because I'm never going to look at that interior again. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you the next time I get a deformed Porsche in.